This is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, March 26th, through this coming Sunday, April 1st, 2018. We are feeling the full effects of Mercury Retrograde this week, and for many it's been building since March 8th. Mercury retrograde creates havoc with communication and misunderstanding. It creates havoc with travel and flow. And it creates havoc with technology, computers, electronics, and mechanical things. But we tend to feel it most strongly in the communication areas. We want smooth relationships, easy understanding, and to be heard correctly as we listen attentively. Yeah, not so much during Mercury retrograde. And we have emotional attachments to our communications and their outcomes. And when things get slightly muddled, all the way to antagonistic, we're upset. And this week we're also building to the full moon in Libra, which is going to be on Saturday, March 31st. This Libra full moon strives for peace and harmony, but she realizes the road to that desired peace and harmony is full of Mercury retrograde bumps, confusion, misfires of information, and frustration. And this is also because peace and harmony is not a one and done. It's always an ongoing process. It requires thoughtful compromise, listening, mediation, and relating in an effort to seek the others and our own mutual needs. Peace and harmony is also the energy of coexisting as we make room for everyone's needs. Peace and harmony is about raising our vibration and evolving to a more loving and all-encompassing compassion. And peace and harmony is about shifting our perspective as we allow new and alternative perspectives to come into our consciousness. Peace and harmony is also about allowing love and understanding as we also honor our personal needs and are mindful of our boundaries, not giving our boundaries up or allowing them to be trampled by another. And I know these are difficult to juggle all at once, but juggling and allowing ourselves to be guided by love is exactly what opens and clears the road to peace and harmony. And Libra excels at this. And she lends you her energy this week as we go through the rest of this week and begin next week, coupled with the full moon's energetic peak, which highlights whatever is coming full circle in your life, giving you epiphanies, realizations, and culminations so you have insight for how to move forward. So reflect on where you have been, reflect on where you desire to go, and reflect on what matters to you the most. Set your priorities. And to help you be aware of the energy of Mercury retrograde during this Libra full moon energy, and to be mindful of the energy and the dynamics around you, Mercury goes direct on April 15th and ends her retrograde shadow phase May 3rd. So you have plenty of time to recognize and work with this energy. Use this time best to passively plan, devise how you want to move forward, review your ideas and inspiration, gather information, seek your inner wisdom, and meditate upon your desired way forward. This is the perfect time to really go into what it is you wish to accomplish and do all the research to formulate your plans so that after April 15th you can begin to put things out there, and by May 3rd you can hit the ground running. And I want to help. Many people have contacted me this week to ask if they should accept job offers and other opportunities that are being presented right now. The answer is, if you began this process before March 8th or before March 22nd, then it's okay to move ahead. But don't be surprised if there are hiccups or misunderstandings. Please be patient and pay careful attention to the details, and all should be well. And as always, be mindful of honoring your needs and wishes whenever you are agreeing to a new opportunity. And if you need help with this or anything else that's going on in your life, please contact me for a reading. I tune into your energy. I call in your council of spirit guides. We access your blueprint, and I can give you all of the insight and answers and direction and clarity and understanding that you need to make the best decisions and to open the energy, remove those blockages to help you move forward. Let's see, my favorite here, what we got this week. I'm going to lay all of these out, and I'm going to go over each one to give you a complete energy of the reading of this week and how you can use it to your best advantage. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So the top row and the bottom row are flowing on themselves. With the center card, we've gotten this a couple of times. It, to me, stands out by itself. This is what you need to release and let go of. So let's go over them and give you the full meaning. So we're starting with the Two of Fire. This to me is literally the perfect card for the energy of what I was just talking about. This is the card of examining your life and the world as you get ready to embark on your journey. This is making your plans. This is, where do I want to go? This is, I hold the world in my hands and I can choose anything. So what appeals to me the most? Where do I want to go? See, they're embarking on the journey. It says you've come into your own, allow those new partnerships or contracts. If they began before March 8th or March 22nd, because contracts right now are a little tricky energy, but continue to move forward. Mainly the energy of this card for us this week is looking at all the options, looking at all the ways and means that you can do something, examining that energy and looking out over the horizon and thinking about, where do I want to go? What do I want to enjoy? That's your path forward. And then the Emperor says, fantastic. What are you putting together? What are the things that you want to take action on? This is the card of acting on your convictions. It's 4 is doing the work. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with this. Again, writing the outlines, doing the research, laying it all out. What is it that I'm going to take action on after April 15th? Use all that organization and logic and structure and discipline to figure out where it is you want to go. See, he's like contemplating deeply. My arms are crossed and my face is total focus. I'm divinely connected, that halo. And this sword is wisdom. I love the mandolin for music. And then he's got an orb here on the end of a staff. Magical, amazing goodness. So allow all this energy and Archangel Michael's help to use this Mercury Retrograde and Libra Full Moon to your highest advantage. And then, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, the 9 of Earth. This is you in your garden just enjoying all the goodness. Everything's come together. Everything's manifested. This is showing you this contemplation leads you to where you will enjoy it the most. Enjoying life's luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Nice energy with that. This card to me, though, the 9, is culmination. It says everywhere you've been and all the stuff you've done is brought you to exactly where you are right now. And that's given you wisdom and knowledge and experience. And you can use that wisdom, knowledge, and experience to move forward with the choices that you want. Not to be, pleasing someone else. This is about you pleasing yourself. You creating this garden that you want to enjoy. You mindfully putting all the pieces together and then realizing that you've done it and that you're enjoying it. And it starts with this contemplating on where you want to go. Drawing the outline of what this is. And then, perfect more alignment, the Lovers. This to me is passionately loving your life. It's waking up excited because you know about your day and you can't wait to get on with it. This is also romantic love, if that's something you want to bring into your life or increase. This is all the alignment to passionate, happy goodness. And 6 is faith and trust that all is flowing. You're exactly where you should be. And you can ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. Perfect energy for Mercury retrograde. Weigh them, think about them. You don't have to act yet. And it's also your health improving. So that's a very, very nice reminder. And then this card. This card's been with us ever since the beginning of the year probably, or at least for the last month. The 3 of Air is something's done. Something's finished. And, either you keep trying to revive it or you keep trying to do something in an old way that is no longer appropriate for you. Relationships change and shift. And in that change, we have to relate to people differently. So paying attention very much in this communication phase of Mercury retrograde, that your communication has shifted as well. And you're treating people in the new energy of what is appropriate for you. So any sadness here, it always says take great sadness. Sadness only comes when we feel we've missed something or there's something lacking. And instead of identifying the lack or identifying the negative or identifying what's missing, because all you're doing in that identification is creating more lack, more missing, more gaping holes. Instead, you've got to look forward and you've got to say, what am I looking forward to? What am I planning here with this 2 of Fire and the Emperor that I'm putting in this garden? This is reminding you to look forward. Don't keep engaging with something that's done and finished, or at least change how you engage with that thing, because you've got to allow change and shift in your life. If you don't, you just become fused and muddled and depressed because you don't see the flow. This is the card of don't get stuck. Don't attach to things that are no longer working. Don't keep trying to revive something perhaps that doesn't work. This is about moving on and doing it differently. And in that change, that's where your healing comes. When you release the sadness and instead look forward, then the healing happens. And any forgiveness for yourself and for others, very important energy. I know it's sometimes tricky and confusing, and I can help you with that specifically for your situation with the reading. The World. So here we've got the 9 of Earth and right beneath it, the World. Fantastic outcome cards. This is the highest card in the deck. 21, which is a 3, which is expansion. Archangel Michael again to help you with this. This is everything turns out great. Everything turns out better than great. Because better than great is better than what you could have imagined. This is all the universal, amazing, magical wonderfulness comes together and gives you the outcomes that are better than you could have imagined all by yourself. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. and all the details. Here you are in the middle with those two staffs now with the orbs on them. The infinity symbols above and below, and each one of these orbs is filled with an element, fire and air and water and earth. And then around you again the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. That means you have everything, and it's all equal and in balance. All equal and in balance. And to me, this sort of squiggly bit is the journey around. You've taken the journey, it's now complete. Very much full moon energy of completion. You've gone full circle. This is going full circle. And in that energy, what epiphanies, what revelations have you gotten that help you understand about what it is you are releasing so that you are moving forward more authentically? Fantastic energy with these cards. I love it. And this again, this says emotionally, sort of relationship-wise, because these two are emotional relationship cards. This card says, I'm still figuring it out. I'm getting the expansion 3 of my awakening, Archangel Gabriel to help you with that. And my awakening is coming because I am looking at things from a different perspective. Completely and totally the message at the beginning of this reading. This right now, this time, is for you to shift to a different perspective. For you to realize that peace and harmony is an ongoing proposition, an ongoing process that you've got to shift to be able to hear the other and honor yourself. You've got to shift your perspectives. You've got to include everyone's needs, the highest outcomes for everyone. And this energy here, they're hanging upside down. I love it in a reading. Your guides will hang upside down. And I realize when they do that, they're telling me to tell you to look at things from a different perspective. So here's Archangel Gabriel doing that on this card. Fantastic. As you adjust to recognizing a different perspective, you feel that things at this temporary standstill, you feel that things aren't flowing. But what's happening is you're getting this new wisdom, this new understanding. Then that opens the floodgates and things do flow. So you've got to give yourself the opportunity for the awakening to happen. And that's very important energy. And what it brings for you is emotional solutions. Queens are solutions, reminding you that you are tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. And that empathetic can sometimes be a bit tricky because it means that you are absorbing other people's emotions. So be careful to ask your guides for a bit of shielding so you don't just absorb things that don't belong to you. That will help you to make more rationalized decisions and be able to communicate more effectively if you're only in your own emotions and your own energy. This is breakthroughs also in communication in your relationships, which is very important. Pay attention and trust your intuition. It is reliable. That inner knowing, it can either be a gut feeling or it can be a little voice in your head. If it's positive, it's your intuition. If it's negative, it's your ego. So you want to just kind of flick the ego away and stick with the intuition because your intuition is divinely guided. Care for yourself so that you can care for others. Don't leave yourself out of that equation. Make sure you make time for whatever it is you need that recharges your energy and renews your vitality. And now, Ace of Water, beginnings, love, emotion, connection. This is falling in love. This is that epiphany, aha moment of the emotional breakthrough. It's again your spiritual growth, your enhanced intuition, all this awakening. Awakening and emotional goodness on this bottom row. Very important for you. You are experiencing your spiritual growth and your spiritual awakening, or you wouldn't be listening to me and to this reading. You wouldn't be on, YouTube searching these videos. It's very important to your development. So it's also the card of a new home. That can be a new emotional home or a new physical home. So allow that energy to flow for you. And just go easy with Mercury retrograde. Try and feel that energy. Don't let it, run wild with you. Have some mastery over it. Set intentions so that you are managing the energy, not just reacting to it. And get in touch with me for a reading to handle all the other information and the epiphanies that you need. All the information is on my website, spiritpathways.net. Have a wonderful week, and I will be back with you next week on Monday. Bye-bye.